Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It's Roll20 presents Windmill of Annihilation. So, so there's a fight. There's a fight a brewing because you yank the door open, and inside, surprising no one, you see the berobed and bloodstained forms of Arn and Sophia, two cultists of some mysterious entity. Here, ostensibly with the Stone of Galore. However, when you crack that door open and they see you,
fly off with it.
And they see you,
they're gonna do it.
Arn turns to you, and what weapons do they have? I think they have scimitars. They're cultists. They probably have. No, he's a dagger. He has a dagger in his hand. He's drawn his dagger, and he scowls at you, and he says, "Ha ha ha! You fools! You're too late. You'll never obtain the Stone of Galore." And then we roll initiative. So go ahead
I wonder if spine devils can fly while they're laughing.
Hang on a second. Let's see here.
You can't just say roll initiative and then tell us to hold on.
Well, I need the order. That's okay. I'm gonna add your initiative.
Forgot to select
fine.
my token.
Yeah, it's cool. All right.
But I got really good initiative, so I want to take it.
It's fine. Yeah. So Jewel, what was yours? 23.
23.
Okay. So Jewel got 23. Nope, not 24, Adam. Okay, 8. Your actual initiative is 16.
Yeah, done it.
Okay, and Rin, you got yours on there. Perfect. Makaria.
13.
A 13. Sorry, yeah, I always forget to clear it at the end. So when I say roll initiative, I mean wait a second so I can clear the thing. But sometimes I remember. All right, let me roll.
When the dramatic roll initiative is declared, you have to wait for the functional roll.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's roll initiative, registered trademark of Wizards of the Coast, and then we roll initiative. You hear the music. It changes to the Final Fantasy fight sequence, and then okay. So there's two kinds of cultists. There's lady cultist with her pointy head, and then there's these two who weirdly look like they're dressed exactly like the groundskeeper.
What with their skull robes? Shit.
See?
Oh shit!
See, look
He's
how
a
cool
member
they
of the
look.
cult.
I
Oh
mean,
my god, was he?
I need their belts now.
I
need
don't know. It
belts.
just we had the same token.
You need those
Weird
kneecaps.
gold knee pads.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Those do not look comfy.
No, they don't.
let's
They don't
roll
look
for
comfy
you.
or
Just-
useful.
They're not
There's a cult
kneecaps.
now. We
Okay.
didn't know there was a cult before, or did we
They're
know?
not
and I
pads.
wasn't paying
They're not
attention?
pads. That's part of your like initiation ritual. They actually like remove the skin off your leg and like carve out.
No,
Oh,
that's
no.
not how big kneecaps are.
Okay, all right. So there's two of them. I'm gonna give them their own initiative order. So, Jewel, you are first. What would you like
Yeah.
to do?
Well, I can't technically see them on my map. So I will.
Let's see.
go
I'll
in.
clear
Can you open the door?
I'll actually open the door for you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool. There's one in front of me.
Yeah.
She's gonna.
That's
move.
Sophia. Yep.
And that means one of them is not within 5 feet of her. Is she? Someone could still get past Jewel, right? Behind her in the doorway?
Yes. Yeah, you would be blocking the doorway for them, but now you can push through. Like your
She
friends
might
can go
actually
through
go-
you.
Yeah, this is the better spot for me to be in because I need to be not within 5 feet of anything.
That's right.
now
Your
in order
ability
to
is
get-
effed up if you're in.
Yeah, it's I either need to have no one in 5 feet of me or an ally in 5 feet
Right,
of me.
good,
It's
yeah.
very complicated.
Yes. Okay.
It's weird. And then rapier into them.
Yeah. You lunge forward to attack Sophia.
Yeah, just like but she's crouching, so she like springs up, right? It's a very like meow
Right. Yeah. You pounce. Oh no.
fucking whiffs it.
Yeah. So Sophia throws her cloak up and like turns sideways. You pin her cloak to the wall behind her. Yank your sword free.
Yeah.
Okay. Good turn.
Redo.
Do you want to do anything? There was a move action and an attack. Do you want to do anything with your bonus action?
I think with my bonus action I can dagger and I'll try and get her with a dagger.
Because you have a dagger in your other hand, right?
Dash anywhere.
Do you have dual wielder then now? Did you pick that up?
No, so I just don't add the bonus.
It's the bad version of dual wielding.
A rapier is not a light.
Oh, you're
Oh, that's
right,
right. You have your rapier. You'd have to have
totally
two
forgot.
daggers. That's right. Yeah.
I need to go get my short sword at some point.
I had a great pun all planned for.
She
if
just
you
like
grab this,
throws
like,
flips in the bird.
Nope. Sophia Nailreich lives to see another day. So you yowl at her.
Nailreich?
That's her name, Sophia Nailreich, and her best buddy Arn Zalrondar.
Zalrondar?
That's his last name.
Hell yeah.
Xalrondar.
Oh, it's an X.
Yeah.
It's not even a Z. Okay.
Yeah, Arn Xalrondor and Sophia Nailryke. Naelryke. I guess if she's really Dutch, her name could be like Nailryke, but it's not. It's Nailryke.
Nailryke. Yes.
Yeah. It's like Queensryche, but with nails. Okay.
These guys are awesome.
So you leap in, and she dodges out of the way. It seems that these two are not. They're not the fools you thought them to be. So
they have the names of victory.
Sophia is going to cast a spell. She thrusts a hand out with the devil's horns, green and red flames flickering over her hand as she chants in a strange tongue, and she is going to cast.
Is it infernal?
It's magic, but it sounds like infernal-ish. She both conjures forth and then attacks with a spiritual weapon. A black and red blade appears with a burst of hellfire and swipes at you, Jewel. And with your armor class of 15, it hits you. I rolled a 16, and you take 3 force damage. So you take 3 damage from Sophia's
I heard
infernal
3/4 damage.
Yeah, you take 3/4 of a damage.
I was like, I could stop that, but it's gonna be a low number. I don't.
She casts Demi on you, so you have half your hit points now. Big black orb appears over your head. Okay.
Gravity or whatever.
So, spiritual weapon is like an action, and then it's a bonus action. It gets a free shot with it,
Yes.
right? Okay, so that's her turn. That is Sophia. She has a dagger in her hand, and now her and her best buddy Hellsword are swanging away at you. Now, spiritual weapon, I don't have it pulled up here, but I'm going to assume that Blue Jay knows how the spell works. She's used it before. It's not concentration, right? It just like sticks around. Okay.
I think it just sticks around.
Got it.
Yeah, it just rolls around.
Okay. All right. 8, it is your turn. It's pretty damn crowded in there, but you can push past your friend.
Rock and roll.
Okay. All right.
And I go.
It's a good thing your friends have dark vision. Okay, so you rush into the room. You see Arn, you see Sophia, you see the sword. There is no sign of the spined devils that your friend pointed out.
Hey. Okay. I'm going to.
Yeah, hang on, give me 1 second before you take your turn, because
Yeah, it's a bonus action to cast.
oh, it's a bonus action to cast, so she can do
It's a
something
bonus
else.
action.
Oh, okay.
Like,
So
they don't split it into 2.
right.
different-
Okay, I just wasn't sure if
Alright.
it's okay. So she cast it as a bonus action. She's gonna also attack with her dagger, so she gets a dagger attack against. She gets to make the attack action. So first swing with the dagger. She gets a 24. That is a crit. You don't want to do anything, right?
Sorry, Jewel.
I cannot reduce a crit to a not hit.
So you take 5 damage from the first swing. The second dagger attack, this one is only an 8. So she misses you. Okay, perfect. Good. Now 8, you can take your turn. So now 8, you like a wrecking ball come swinging into the room, and Arn did not expect to see a giant mechanical man today, but he steels himself against your onrushing attack.
Okay. Because I'm going to hit him.
I figured you probably would, yeah.
Does that hit?
That is definitely a 19, is a successful strike against Arn Zalrondar.
Okay, he's going to get marked by me.
Okay.
He's going to take 9 points of damage.
Okay. So he yelps out in pain. Yeah, as you slash across his arm.
I'm going to use a bonus action, and I'm going to push him over with my shield.
I like the casual way you say that. I'm going to push him over. All right, do it. So how does this work? This is a feat, right, that you have?
Yeah, I've got a shield master.
Okay. So what does describe?
Bonus action to try and shove a creature within 5 feet of you with your shield. And the shove can be a knockdown.
You just gonna? Oh, I thought you were just gonna ledge this
Can I
guy.
shove him out the window?
Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you can push him. How far can you push him? You can push him 10 feet. He'll
5
go up.
feet.
What's that?
5 feet.
Okay, so you have to push him twice to get him out the window.
You can do it, Dave. I believe in you.
Yeah, okay.
This guy needs to go
Okay,
out the
so
window.
it's opposed athletics versus acrobatics or athletics.
Or athletics? Okay. He's got an okay dex, so I'm gonna roll that first. Okay. He got a 12, which shouldn't be hard for you to overcome. Okay. So he staggers back and he's like in the window now, like arms windmilling. He's falling backwards.
All right. I'm gonna use an action surge.
Yes.
Okay. Now when you move out of Sophia's attack range, she gets a shot on you as her reaction, which I'm sure you're not worried about. Okay. So she stabs at you. I get a 22.
Oh, you do.
Cutting words.
Okay, go ahead.
No.
What do you have to be? What do you have to be able to see, Rin?
Oh wait, I might not be able to see her.
You can't see her or the target. Yeah.
Hang on. I'm just gonna check, just in case it's like if you can hear it or some bullshit.
I'm about to be hit. Okay, let me see.
No, it is when a creature you can see within 60 feet makes an attack. So I can't see her yet, so I can't cut it.
All right. Okay.
Come at me, stab me then.
All right. So you take 3 damage. 8.
All right, whatever.
Your paint job is slightly scratched.
Yep. I'll push this guy again.
Okay, now do you knock him prone when you hit him?
No, because a shove is prone or 5 feet.
Right.
back.
Okay. So he's staggered back, and you want to hit him again.
Yeah, I'm pushing.
Okay. So how does this work? It's when you take the attack action, you can also. I'm gonna just look this thing up. What is it called?
Sorry. Let me post the thing. So Shield Master.
Yeah. Thank you.
That
There it
is
is.
The bonus action I did to shove him once.
Yes.
I'm using action surge to give me another action, and with this second action, I am substituting.
Right. So this is a regular non-shield master shove.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same thing.
Same action. Yeah. Okay. God, it's such a dick. Just shoving him out.
I've been watching a bunch of For Honor videos, so it's just giving me flashbacks. It's
just
like
body blocking him out the window.
Guy out the window.
Yeah, do you want to roll his attempt?
Yeah,
first?
yeah. I'll roll. So he got a 6. He got a 6.
Okay, I can't actually get less than this.
So. Go and roll. Okay, so you shove him out the window.
Yeah.
All right.
See, you sucker.
Let me see how tall the windmill is. Let's see. I mean, he's not gonna die because it's
Yeah, you said 2 stories.
It's falling
right?
damage in D&D.
Yeah, I know, but it totally takes him out of the fight, which is funny.
Well, he can run around and like run back upstairs and come and fight you, but
running back.
Who would do that?
Let me see. 20 feet, it looks like. Yeah, 2-story stone building. Rooms have 15-foot high ceilings with 10-foot high passages. Yeah, I think 2d6. Right.
Could have done more damage with my sword, but this
was worth it. It was worth it.
Yeah, it's still funny, and that's what matters. Okay, so he's gonna take, because it's 1d6 for every 10 feet you fall, right?
Yeah.
All right, so he falls down. There's a brief shout, and he falls out the window. Okay. All right, Makaria, it's your turn.
I hear the sounds of fighting, some chanting, and then like some like grunt fall noise.
Yeah, you hear a Wilhelm, right?
And I'm seeing in the room, and I can see it's pretty damn crowded. Is this a window?
You can see through it, right?
Yes,
it is. I mean, it's a window in the sense that it's like an big opening with like boards kind of semi nailed up over it.
Okay. Because I just don't like, he said it was too late. So are we assuming that, I just want to talk to the group. Are we assuming that like the spine devils have?
They definitely have it.
And they've gone away. Like, I don't know that, but like,
it's just revenge murder.
Well, like, I mean, 8, if you stood by the window and looked around, you might be able to see them, but you were too busy shoving a dude out the window, so.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna get like a straight shot on this cultist, but also be like close enough to the window that I can peek out if there's like noises of a huff, out of breath cultist running up the stairs or something like that.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna cast. Do I not have? Oh, I didn't prepare that. Ha! Never mind. I thought I had like guiding bolt or whatever, and I don't have it. So
The maddened giggle of someone who didn't prepare the spell they thought they had.
it's fine. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. And daggers don't use strength, so that also doesn't matter. I'm just gonna probably like I think okay. I think I'm just gonna gesture to what's her butt and be like, your opportunity for revenge is at hand, and then just like lean against the wall. Because I cannot fit in that room.
Right, there's no way to contribute to this battle from where you are.
I don't have the spell I thought I had, so I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine. Do you want to hold your action? Like attack somebody
Yeah.
to come with
Yeah, I'll hold a
Ding dong.
I could toll the dead. I do that and then I toll the dead.
All right. Okay, wisdom save from the cult fanatic who is
and then
as
I just
yet
like
unharmed.
Towards the fanatic and like the ding dong sounds as if to like put a period on my sentence.
I get a 13, so she takes 8 damage.
Revenge is at hand business. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Rin.
Okay, I'm gonna move here so I can see our friend in the line there with Jewel. Then I'm going to give him the old mockery.
Okay.
What can I mock this person with? Really? A big hell sword? How much more cliche can you get the robes? Like,
you haven't even seen the other room. Like, just wait till this fight's over. You want to talk about cliches? Just wait.
Those robes look better on Macario.
Who wore it better? Okay, DC 14, wisdom save. I got a 9.
So you take 3 damage and have disadvantage on your next
viciously mocked
or saving throw or whatever.
Okay,
it might be attack roll only, but I'll have to check.
Is that the first time that's hit?
No, I've hit a couple of times.
It's hit before. Okay, is that it, Ren? For your turn?
I just know.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, Arn is going to use half of his movement to stand up. Let me take the prone marker off of him. Hold on, he's all fucky.
He never fell down. The other one got knocked down.
No, Zophia's still in the room.
Zophia's still in the room. Arn is the guy outside.
Oh.
Arn gets up with half his movement. Sorry. Then he moves the other half of his movement, and then he takes the dash action, and he runs the fuck away forever.
Oh no, we didn't get the revenge.
He's just like, screw this, I'm out. And he like limps off into an alleyway, like, oh god. Okay, so he limps away and disappears.
I could still try and catch up with him, but if I don't know where he's gone, then I can't.
Can you just leap out the window and dash after him?
So all the violence has erupted, and Macaria, you're like you cast your spell. You look at Vielle. She looks at you. She hears all the shouting and the weapon smashing in the other room, and she's like, "Yeah, good luck with that." And she runs off down the stairs.
Oh. Bitch.
Coward.
Yeah.
Coward.
I hope Arn catches up with her and kills her.
She just runs. She's like, nope, I'm out.
This fight is.
She's later days as hard as she can.
I'm going to go fucking kill her. I'm sorry.
Okay, so she nopes out, and then Jewel, it is your turn. Would you like to try to redeem yourself?
Well, given that I was gonna potentially stab Arn, but he's clearly gone, Jewel looks around. She's like, stab.
Yeah, right. You're still here. I'll get you.
I was like, I can get you. And then with a 23.
Nice. Yeah, you get her.
I assume I hit.
Do it.
I get her good.
Oof.
For with that sneak attack.
Yeah.
Oof.
15 though. It's pretty good.
But with 15 points of damage.
All right. Yeah, you stab her. Anything else? You got any other things you want to do?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Well, she is a fanatic. She's gonna keep fighting because she has no way out anyway. Her first attack against Jewel is with disadvantage, so she gets a 10, which is terrible. And that's the hideous, the vicious mockery. The second attack is not at disadvantage. That's a 16.
No, it isn't.
Oh no. Okay.
No, it isn't.
All right. Do your thing.
Bargain basement cultist robes. Good call.
Get them from Cult Emporium.
Yeah, cultist for less.
Okay. So you make your roll. I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because all you need is a 1.
Yeah, basically. But
Well, attacker wins, so you need a 2.
Yeah, there you go.
I
That's
got a
fine.
6, so
Yeah.
it's cool.
And then her last action is her bonus action to make the spiritual weapon take a swing at you. And it does, and it gets a 10. So you are fine. Even the magic sword can't touch you. 8, would you like to try to put paid to this cultist?
Oh, yeah. Sword time.
Yeah, no problem.
Stab.
Cool. Well, that's more than twice what you needed. She dies. She is very dead. She is killed.
Like, Jewel stabs them, and they're like, flaying them about with the dagger and getting shouted at. And they're like, hey. And just as they do, the sword just goes, like, through their head. So, like, just pins them to the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, she just, like, slumps over onto the ground. Cool. Okay. 8, do you want to do anything else? I guess the magic sword with a scream, a chorus of terrified screams, the smell of brimstone, the sword disappears, returning to whatever hellish place it came from.
Yeah, I go to the window, and like as I do, I drop my sword on the ground to pull out my bow.
Okay.
If I can see the dude, but like if he's gone, then
I think he's gone for sure.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was only like 6
target
seconds.
one.
Yeah, but
Target
like
2.
there's alleys and stuff. You just don't have line of sight to him. It's not like he ran down an open field away from you. Like he ran into the nearest alley.
Yeah, it's fair enough. It's just like mechanical. Kill one thing.
Totally.
Next
Yeah,
thing's
move on to the
adventure.
next target. Yep, that's fine.
Well, I'm gonna run after what's her butt.
Okay.
Just
All
kill her as well, for fun.
Come back here, you
yeah.
little fuck. All right.
No, I'm saying you ungrateful expletives in what do I speak? Infernal. And I'm just gonna run after her as far as I can.
Okay.
So
All
I don't know how
so
far.
let's see. 1 move action will get you there.
Okay.
Okay.
And then the second one.
That's 5 to the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So there you go. That's 2. That's a dash action and a move action.
I am swearing at her the whole time. And
Okay.
I haven't drawn a weapon yet, so it's free to draw a weapon.
Yeah,
right?
as you're running, sure.
I draw my crossbow.
Okay.
And I'm running and I'm
running after her, swearing with a crossbow.
Okay, so she can hear you chasing her. Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
All right. Rin, what do you want to do?
Is Makari gonna get arrested by the gods? That would be hilarious.
I mean, I like look back as Macaria having dashed away like
Yeah, Makaria's chasing after this girl like she stole her wallet. Like, get back here, you.
like Macaria just ran off after our friend. I'm just gonna stay here. There's another door to deal with that I'm not entirely sure what is behind it, and I'm right
Okay.
next to it. So I'm just gonna hang out here. I'm just gonna wait, and I'm like check the robes. Maybe she's got something that'll tell us where to go and find those devils.
Just got a piece of paper with a black hand
Yeah.
on it. Yeah.
The fucking like
Mhm.
go meet up at the meeting and whatever.
Okay.
Shit.
So Viel continues to run away from Makaria. I want to
bad
I want
decision.
to check something here. I'm just gonna make it quick because I can't decide. Okay, all right. So she looks back at you. She sees you chasing her. She's like, "Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck!" And like runs outside. But she runs around a corner, so you can't see her. Like she drops out of your line of sight.
Ugh. I won't be stymied.
Oh, won't you?
Okay. All right. So Jewel, it is your turn.
Jewel hears what Rin says and sort of shrugs, and she's like, meh, she had it coming. Makari will be fine. And probably goes to, there's no sign of the devils, and she was definitely the one who saw them, so she's like, oh, they might think I'm crazy if I don't check. So she wants to go to the window and like
Make
peer
a
around
make a
and-
perception
and
perception
see
check.
if she can find any of them. Nope, that's the wrong shun.
Yeah. Right.
So deception.
Yeah, you lie to yourself that you're ever going to get the Stone of Galore.
that I see them. I see them. They're right there.
Boom. Nice. Okay. So you look around, right? You look up, you look down, you're like, there's some seagulls over there. There's some like pigeons and shit. But like, you're pretty keen eyed and somewhere atavistically, somewhere deep in the back of your brain, like hunting for birds is like a thing, right? But you see three shapes, a little bit smaller than man size. They got the like little legs and tail hanging down into their fucking monkeys from the Wizard of Oz wings. You see them flying away over the rooftops, and they're flying quite low, sort of going in between the chimneys and like flying off towards heading north. Yeah, they are like about 100 feet away from you, probably.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, and from here again, because we're in this. But here's the thing: because we're in this neighborhood where there's like other buildings built up around this windmill where your buddy Arn slipped away, you could probably jump to a rooftop from here.
Okay, if Jewel could see a rooftop that she can jump to, she's gonna jump to a rooftop.
Yeah, you're just gonna
she's
give
gonna
her.
point out the window and like yell to 8 and everyone else like, there they are, and then just
Okay, she's
out
just
the window and start like bonus action dashing across.
You're right.
The
So
rooftops. And then
right.
I can also use my feline agility too, which I haven't used yet.
Yep.
So
yeah, so I don't think you need to use that yet. I think right now the only thing we need to worry about to finish your turn off is the leap from the window to
Cool.
the roof.
Let's do it.
So make a let's see, what's your normal jump distance?
Strength mod.
is that's based my what strength what?
It's your strength
Oh,
score.
that's the spell.
My strength score is 10.
Okay, I think 10 feet is reasonable, but it's the landing. So let's have you make an acrobatics check.
Okay.
And this is whether or not you end up like prone or standing on the
I
the
stick
roof.
the
on
landing
side.
or
Yeah,
not?
you stick the landing. You roll and oof. Oh no. I mean, you critically failed, so I kind of think you have to fall. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you
I
like
know.
the heroic music swells right as you leap into the air, and then you're like, oh wait, nope, not gonna happen, and you hit the side of a building and tumble into an alley. So you're gonna take 7 damage, and you're over here somewhere, just prone on your butt.
No.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm okay.
Okay, so 8, you just watch this happen. You just see Jewel like a furry meteorite just thunk thump and fall into an alley. Lands in a pile of
Definitely a
trash.
cat gif.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it's every cat gif of the cat that thinks it can jump the distance but can't do it.
And like pushes the chair back at the same time. And goes, okay, Jewel pointed them out to me, right? I am standing at the window.
Yes,
with
I
the
think
long-
now that Jewel has made the check, you from where you are especially, like somebody else might have to repoint, but then yes, you see these 3 shapes about 100 feet away.
About 100 feet. Okay, that's within normal range increment of a longbow. I will take a shot at one. Because
Okay.
if we've got to track them, a bleeding one is going to be much easier to
That's true. That's true.
track. There's a 15 hit.
It is. Yes.
Okay. I'll wing it for 7 damage then.
Okay. All right.
It
Glad
definitely
one of
has
us could be kind of
combo
cool.
as well. So it like goes really far back, and both of them like bend. Just like he's got 20 strength. It's just like
Well, and also like the bow is one of those things where it probably is like kitted out to be this big, like less than a meter long when you get it, and you like snap it out, and the arms pop out.
I kept wanting to describe them like that, but I didn't know if I was allowed.
I am
cool
so
force
into
weapons.
that because it mechanically makes no difference. It's the same shit, but yes,
Yeah.
that's totally.
In which case, it also has, because it's a really big longbow, it has a foot pedal at the bottom.
Right.
So you stamp it into the ground, and it works like one of the great bows from Dark Souls, where it's like.
Perfect. Yeah. And so you totally hit the thing, and you see it. You see the arrow arc towards it. It hits it. It doesn't fall. It just kind of like wobbles in the air a little bit. We get the shaky cam tight like pan over to them and they zoom in, and they turn and like hiss angrily at you, and then continue. They duck in and fly off as fast as they can.
Hey, move out of the doorway. Just get out of visible range, please, of the things. Just I've got a plan.
Right. 8,
Nods-
I've got a plan.
Nods and, like,
Move.
takes a step back.
Okay, cool. All right, so you step back. Perfect. Okay. Meanwhile, Makaria and her grudge murder. What are you gonna do?
This is just another thing.
5,
Yeah.
10, 15. Can I see her?
Not so. Yes, you can see her as soon as you step out because she's waiting with a knife.
Oh, good.
So when you step outside, she jumps out because she saw you at a crossbow. I made an intelligence check to see if she realized don't run away. You can't.
Yeah.
She's got a crossbow. So you come out and you hear her scream and throws herself at you.
Good.
She's gonna try to disarm you. She wants to get your crossbow away from you.
I mean, I have magic.
So she doesn't know that.
Fuck her. I mean, I healed her. Yeah, she does.
I mean, she's just a murderous maniac chasing
no, it's
her.
fine. Hit me.
So she's gonna try to disarm you, which
Come at me.
I forget how that works. Let me look in my compendium here. So.
If all else fails, Jules' plan for Makaria is to give her the paper bird paper so she can write like a death threat to this woman.
Dear fucker. Okay, let me.
The message paper.
Yeah, just shows up at her house. I can't remember. Dave, do you remember how disarming works in this thing? It's a thing you can do with your attack roll. Yeah, there it is. It's a contest. So attack roll, and then you contest it. Okay, Makaria. So she makes an attack roll. She's gonna try to disarm you. She has a scimitar. God knows where she got it. She's been carrying it around. She gets a 19. Okay,
cool.
So now you oppose with your acrobatics or athletics.
Okay, I'll do athletics, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
She disarms me.
She disarms you. She knocks your crossbow out of your hand. And then she looks at you like, what are you going to do now, sucker? You don't have a crossbow now. I have a scimitar and you have nothing. And
I say, your life is mine, you hateful bitch.
And now you can finish your turn.
And I cast inflict wounds, evidently not from there.
Yeah, do it from the other one. There it is.
Mother of God.
You miss. So you lunge out at her with your hand crackling with necromantic energy, and she moves out of the way, and you lunge, and you don't get her.
Oh, I wish I would have cast that with advantage. I'm an idiot. It's fine. Can I? Nothing else has happened. Could I?
No.
Use my inspiration?
No, you can't. Rin, it's your turn. What are you gonna do?
Okay, so here's my plan, friend.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm in the window.
Mm-hmm.
I can see presumably where those devils are.
Now they weren't pointed out to you, so
motherfucker!
I don't think you just get a free shot at them, right? Because 8 was looking. 8 followed her arm to the and they're off in the distance, but they're not that far. They're small. Let's just do. I'll do a roll. And what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 13.
Okay, they're small, but there's 3 of them, so I think those 2 things just cancel each other out. They're kind of weird shaped. I'll just roll their dex against your passive perception.
Okay.
I got a 9, so yeah, you see them.
Sweet. Okay, good.
Yeah.
My plan can continue.
Okay.
I cast message to one of them.
Okay.
This is my plan. It's the only plan I have. It's going to be a deceptive message. Here's how it goes. Here's how it goes. The message I send to one of the devils is, "We finished them off. Where should we come and meet you?" And then that's the message. And hopefully they send me one back. That's
okay.
Or pretend to be one of the lady that we just saw.
Oh, so you're trying to mimic that?
Her I'm evil tone, but me.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a disadvantage because they can look back and see.
Because I'm gonna step out of my next action is to step, and they have to reply. It's not instant. It has to travel.
But 8 just shot at them. So
yeah, but I
know
moved him
it's
out
fine.
of the
This is
window
later. I understand.
so that
You
we
can still make the roll, but that's fine. I'm gonna just give them advantage. So make a deception check.
Okay. All right. Hopefully this works. 23.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. So you say that, and this is the thing is even saying come back, we did it. They have specific orders already.
I said where should we come and celebrate our great victory or whatever, it's one of those cult things.
Yeah.
I wasn't telling them to come back.
No, I know. Okay, well I'll roll initiative for them, and on their turn I'll let you know.
All right, cool.
'Cause,
Yes,
yeah,
I
they'll-
can. Or is Mazer? I can speak Infernal. If they speak Infernal, I'm good.
Let's see. Yeah, because message you would have chosen, I assume, to speak in
Yeah.
Infernal, right? Okay. All right. Well, they're next. So let me see exactly what they were commanded to do and what they would say.
I'm pretty sure I already know this one, Adam.
Oh yeah.
Fly, you fool.
You can't trick me, Gandalf. Let's see here.
Or is it fly, my pretties?
Yeah, we got some good options.
Oh
Lots
boy.
of flying minion lines.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I think that the Spike Devil hisses back to you and says, "Fool cultist, we don't serve you. We serve your master. We will deliver the stone to the Castellanters, and when they have it, perhaps you will be rewarded."
All right, cool. I'm good with that.
Cool.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
totally.
That's fine.
Okay. All right. So meanwhile, outside,
It's the shitty people fight out
yeah,
here.
the shitty idiot fight. So
Shitty idiot.
so Vielle swings at you with her scimitar.
Come at me.
She
I've been
crits you.
closer to death than this.
She crits you for 8 damage.
That's fine. That makes it 26.
So she's swinging at you, and she's kind of like, I think you're both probably fighting each other the same way, but she's swinging at you, and she's like got one hand over her face, like, fuck you, get away from me, and like swinging her scimitar at you, and she's like, I hate you, just die, and trying to murder
Like
you.
literally the same shit, but like
It's a-
gothier.
Yeah, it's a slap fight, but with
Yeah.
scimitars and spells.
It's like we're both in Hot Topic and we're fighting over our
Right.
favorite.
the last plaid skirt.
Yeah.
No.
The last like studded leather bracelet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's mine. This is what Black Friday is really about. 2 goths fighting over a plaid skirt outside an abandoned windmill.
Yes. Yes.
Excellent. All right, Jewel, you are prone in a pile of garbage in an alley in the shitty neighborhoods in Waterdeep. What are you going to do?
Do you really have to add the pile of garbage?
Yeah. It specifically says there's a lot of garbage around, so I'm pretty sure you landed in some.
Jewel doesn't know what the plan was, so she's gonna stand up,
Yeah.
climb up the nearest building,
Okay.
and look around.
Yeah. You can see the spine devils. They're almost 200 feet away from you now. They're 180 feet. In
That
fact.
is probably too far away, but not necessarily. So she's gonna we're just gonna cover a lot of distance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. One use of your movement will get you onto the roof. You can just scramble up the roof, and then
Cool.
you can use the rest of your action to do whatever you want, dash or.
Yeah, so I'll use my movement, climb up to the roof, and then I can do a dash action to move 30 feet, and then my feline agility to, I guess it doubles my speed, so then I'd move 60 feet.
Yeah, what is feline agility? Yeah, minus
I
the
mean-
15 feet that you're on the ground.
Shouldn't
And
you
then
save
30
your feline
it's-
agility for next round when you can move twice as fast for both your movement and your dash?
So you're on your butt.
Yeah, so-
You're on your butt. It's 15 feet to get up. It's another 20 feet to get onto the roof. So that's all vertical movement. Then you have 2 actions left. You're muted, Jewel.
Wrong program.
That's-
It allows me to double my speed.
So you use it at the beginning of your turn, and then
Yeah.
you just have a 60-foot move and another 60-foot move. Is that how it works?
I think so. I mean, it says when you move on your turn in combat, you can double your speed until the end of the turn.
Nice. Okay. All right. So if you
Yes,
use it,
can double dash.
if you use it now, yeah, you can Mario Kart that shit. So your movement becomes 60, and then now you can take your turn. So a single move would be 15 to get up, and then another 20 to get onto the roof, and then 5 across the roof, and that's 30. Then another 30.
And then I can dash as a bonus action for another 60.
Yes.
So
I think. I'm also trying to figure out, let me read,
Yeah.
do you have yeah, there it is. When you move on your turn in combat, you can double your speed to the end of the turn. I hate this. I'm about to say something that just saying it hurts me. If you double your speed, getting up costs 30 instead of 15. Because getting up is always half your speed. I hate it. I hate
that's
that.
fair. I think
do it next round.
I'll do it next round. So
Yeah.
we'll stand up. That's 15. Then I can get onto the roof, and then I can take a bonus action to dash and move another 30 feet. So I'm on the roof, and then I move 30 feet.
That's the way to go.
Okay, so
Cool.
up for one move, and then you are now you are the lead character. You're the closest to them, so you are.
There's probably some extra room because I
150
haven't taken
feet
an actual action because the dash was a bonus action. So can I also?
Yes.
Right, because you get three movements basically, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're 90 feet away from them right now.
Yes,
If they
because
were
I think I lose. Yeah.
No.
No.
120 feet.
120. Yeah.
120.
Math. Okay.
Math.
So now you at least combat. It's funny because we're doing combat and we'll use the same initiative tracker, but you are not in combat anymore. You're in a chase. You can use the dash in a chase. You can use the dash action. What is it? 3 plus your Constitution modifier number of times.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is 1 for you. You have used your dash action once. How many total do you have? Like, what's your con modifier?
Con modifier is 1. That's
Plus
it.
1.
I
Okay,
used
so
it.
you have 4. So you have 3 more before you start taking levels of
okay, cool.
exhaustion.
Yeah, sorry, 3 plus.
You're
con
very
modifier.
fast.
I am. I'm a fast cat.
Okay, so you begin dashing after them. What's funny here is that Rin, Makaria, and 8, you remain in chapter 4, part 1 or part 2 or whatever, and Jewel goes on to the next subchapter without you. So she,
Look, you gotta learn how to skip ahead when you're reading a book.
yeah, this choose your own adventure has gotten complicated. So, all right, so Jewel, you run off. At the end of your turn, if you are chasing the spine devils, you need to roll a d20 because there may be a complication.
Oh, there's like a chase.
Urban chasers.
Nice.
Yeah, so there may be a complication for your.
Why'd you have to go and make things so complicated?
Get out of here.
Two?
Get out of here, Avril. Speaking of fucking hot topic, a 2. I think a 2 is a thing. Let me grab the chapter here. I'm trying to do 7 million things at once.
Also
Summer
not in
adventure.
great shape right now.
Here we go. Rooftop Chase. So if you get a 2, all right. So you run off towards them, and at the end of your turn, you come to a rooftop that's 10 feet higher than the one you're on. Make an athletics check to try to like launch
Can you
up.
not critically fail this one?
Yeah, don't crit fail this one. Okay, you just regular fail it. So this is the like you're running, you're parkouring, you're jumping and dashing. You try to get up this 10-foot thing using the momentum you have. You kind of hit it at waist level and have to like and like scramble to climb up. So the first 10 feet of your next move are difficult terrain. So you just lose 10 feet off your next movement.
Okay, even with a climbing speed.
Yeah. So what
So
it
that
says is on a failed check, the height change counts as 10 feet of difficult terrain. So you just,
Okay.
there's a elevation change, you try to leap up, and you bang onto the edge of the thing. It's not like you go like against it and run up the wall. You have to jump to that
Whose
rooftop and
beauty
it's higher
is
up.
Grace. She slams a wall into her face.
Right, yes, exactly. Okay, cool. So you do that. You scramble up the edge of the thing. It slows you down momentarily. You continue. 8, what would you like to do? Oh, and I'll keep track of how far away they are from the tower all the time, so you can keep shooting arrows at them if you would like.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay, they're 180 feet from you.
Okay.
So this is Jewel. This is the tower. I guess I'll do the windmill. Yeah, so you can fire.
Okay. I'm just wondering, if they're exactly 180,
Yes.
do I just jump across the roof as well? Because if I move my full 30, then it puts me in 150, and then I don't have to do disadvantage.
Yeah, you can do that first. You got to make the athletics check, though. If you fail the athletics check to stick the landing, you're prone, and then have to get up and like all that
That's
business.
fine.
But you won't have you'll be prone during your attack action, essentially.
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay, yeah, do it. I mean, you're athletic as hell, so.
Yep.
Crit fail.
Damn it,
did you
Makaria! Okay, so here's
Why
what
did you
happens.
do that?
8 So, God, you guys are awesome.
I
So,
wanted to make this jump.
so Jewel tried to jump, didn't jump far enough, and fell into the alley. You jump far enough, but the roof and the wall supporting it are not strong enough to hold you, and you go right through them. So you just tick landing, smash, and the brick and the wood fucking fly everywhere. You crash down through onto the middle floor of the building across. You're gonna take 1d6 damage, and you fall prone. And now you're just like in this room with a hole in the ceiling.
I'm sorry.
Are there people like in the building, like in the Matrix?
Of course. Yeah. There's just like a family of like dwarves, and they like look up from their lunch, like, what the fuck is going on? This giant robot just crashed through my ceiling.
Perfect.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That was like, I feel like I actually have magic because that happened.
It's so
shitty magic.
It was so good. Okay.
All right, Makaria, meanwhile.
This time I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
And I'm going to like paw at her and say, Merkel, help me. I dragged you out of the grave and I will shove you back into it.
I will turn your life around, Missy.
Oh, I forgot to do it again. Oh my God.
I'm sure there's a way we can fix that macro, but I always forget by the end of the session. There
24.
you go. Okay. Good. You grab her.
I'm very mad.
Okay, roll damage.
Get fucked.
She only had 9 hit points.
I don't care. This is a Makaria good use of second level spell.
So what does it look like when you necrotize her to death?
I mean, like, because inflict wounds, I think we described it before, is it's like claws on the inside of your skull, and she starts bleeding out of her eyes and her ears, her mouth, and yeah.
Okay, good, fantastic. All right. So she like shrieks and blood like comes out of her nose, and she like throws herself back against the wall and spasms, and then drops her scimitar and falls to the ground dead.
That's what you fucking get.
It's like when what's her name, Pris dies in Blade Runner. So she flops around a bunch first, and then just is laying there, and there's blood all over the place.
Makaria is definitely like feeling the whole like, finally, I have gotten to murder someone for no good reason other than spite. This is great.
Right, and then you look up, and there's like 10 city guards. Like, what just happened?
They wouldn't be around.
They're
this
not.
trashy.
No. But there are like commoners like peeking out.
Oh yeah,
like,
I don't give a fuck.
What's all that
I just
noise?
like, if anything, I just like hiss at them.
Yeah, right. Okay, perfect. Rin, what would you like to do?
What are you looking at? Merkel rules. Fuck off.
You go back inside your dumb house.
I'll kill you too.
Yeah, you want some? Get out here.
I think my move is gonna be to root through this lady's belongings.
Dig through her stuff.
I don't think we feel like we've done that, so we should probably do that.
Okay, yeah, you want to take your turn to dig through her stuff?
Like, I'm not gonna catch up with
right? You're just like everybody else do
Castle
this.
Lanterns are gonna get it, so I know where to go. I just ask someone where the Castle Lantern residence is and fucking go there.
Mm-hmm.
So I dig through this lady's belongings, Adam.
Okay.
Look, not all of us are as smart as Rin. Some of us run on instinct.
Rin has 9 intelligence, in fact.
I have 8.
Okay, let me. I gotta get some names. There's a note. She has a pouch.
There's a note. I knew there'd be a note. Hell yes, D&D. Fucking NPCs with notes in their pockets.
She has a pouch in which you find 5 gold.
Sweet.
She has her cultist dagger, which has like a scary screaming demon face on it.
Oh yeah, take that.
I also take that.
She has some very bloody robes now. She has a hole in her head. She has the pool of blood that belongs to her. And let me look at the previous chapter because I have to figure out the names of these.
Can I slight retcon that my sword? I left my sword there, so the sword is still in her head, pinning her to
No,
the
you
wall.
did, yeah. So the body's pinned to the wall by its head.
Nice.
Yeah, you find an audio log on her body, and it takes 20 minutes to listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
So the note says, let me see. What are the name of these idiots?
Culty McCult.
Case.
Crimson Robe, Cult of the Eternal Dawn, obviously. All of them are named Steve.
Okay, so there's no name for the third one, but the note basically says, Sophia, Vale, Holliver, and Kaith can no longer be trusted. I entrust to you the Stone of Galore. Kill them and deliver it to my servants. And then it's got a flowery sea.
Okay, so nothing I don't already.
Nothing you don't already know, but if you didn't already know, you'd have the flowery sea and like the
Awesome.
other thing. You have
Well, I'll take that. I'm glad I have that as well.
That's right.
I'm thinking she got stabbed through the fucking head,
Yes.
so her robes are probably okay, other than all the blood.
I mean, yes, they're covered in blood. Head
Yeah, but
wounds
she's
bleed.
also a cultist who wears red robes covered in blood. Like, that seems pretty reasonable.
Well, and we have a mender.
Her robes were already covered in blood from someone else's murder. Now they're covered in blood from her own.
Look, I'm just thinking.
Just wash it in cold water only, air dry.
I'm just thinking disguise might be useful.
Right. Hi, it's me, your friend Sophia. Remember from before?
I instantly got the image of this human-sized robe just on 8 heads.
Super tight, just like pulled down like a fucking crop top. Yeah, perfect. Perfect.
Never mind then. I'm just
comes to the like top of his fake rib cage.
I'm gonna pull the sword out of her head so that I can bring that back to 8.
Except for 8's sword is just like blades, and so when you grab it, it like sticks in you and you explode.
Yeah. No, you're fine. It takes a little work, like unwedging it from the wall. But now you have it. It's
I've got
huge
your
and
sword,
heavy.
8. Don't worry.
Okay.
That's cool.
All right. So Rin's doing that. The spined devils, they move, then they take the dash action, so that moves them another 80 feet. So now they are 260 feet from the windmill and 200 feet from Jewel. And then the cultist is dead. Jewel, it is your turn. This is the like ripping it down turn, right? This is the one where you go super fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna.
So you can move 180 feet in a turn, right?
Yeah, because I can double my movement, and then I can dash. So that should theoretically be 60, 60, 60.
Yeah, but the first 10 feet count as 20. So it's 60, 60, 50.
40.
Or 40.
40.
Yeah, it's 40 because the first.
It's 160 feet.
Yeah, it's 160 feet.
160 feet.
Okay.
That is what Jewel does.
Right. So you just. Yeah. Yeah, and this is where we actually get the like gray streak, the bounce from roof to roof, and like you jump off of like this is where you actually get to be cool and dexterous. Rapier flashing in your hand as you're leaping and jumping and moving as fast as you can from place to place.
I roll for a complication, right?
Yes, and now you roll for your complication, and yeah, that's right. It's 170, so this should be 30 feet, not 40. Okay, a 4. So a 4, make a DC 10 dexterity saving throw.
Do it. I believe in you.
I believe in you too. This is like your best saving throw.
God damn it.
So here's what happens. At the end of your turn, a roof is slippery. Make a DC 10 dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, you fall prone. So there's this like burst of super heroic energy where you're just like leaping, and then you land, and the tile that you're on is slippery, and your feet go out from under you, and you bail and like roll down the side of the roof.
And then, grabs onto a tile, scraping claws through, and then just like lying there like, fuck.
Excellent.
How far away am I?
They are 30 feet away from you, but they'll get another turn, so they'll be 70 feet away from you.
Okay, well, still.
Okay, 8. You are on the second floor of a building adjacent to the windmill. You are prone and covered in roof debris. A short bearded man peers over the pile of debris, and he's like, "Are you all right in there?"
Yes, I'm fine. And I stand up, and this is my first time having my backup weapon because I don't have my sword with me. I'm like, right, fine, it's backup weapon time. So it's massive, huge, long, full thickness, iron chained flail. Like it's
Okay.
it's like Belmont length, but actually just iron links.
Yeah, so
Backup
the dwarf
weapon.
is like, oh, there's no vampires here. You'll be fine. So you're going to stand up and take out your weapon, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm not Plunderfist today. I just jumped back onto the roof. Oh, I'm
Okay.
so sick.
All right.
And I ask, I'm like, stairs up to the roof.
He just like shakily like that way like points, and his family's behind him, and they're all like looking at you, and they're like, this is perfect. The kid, there's a kid dwarf, and she's got like they're all sitting and eating lunch, and she's holding like a little robot like toy in her hands, like a little mechanical man, and she's just looking up at you like, he's real. Like her little doll. She's just like, I love this.
And then I storm out and I begin running and try and find the roof access for the rest of the time.
Yeah. So you storm off, and you hear behind you, you hear him shout like, who's gonna pay for my roof? And you're just like, fuck you, and get out of here.
Yeah, I don't have any money. I've spent all
Later
of it.
days. Yeah. You have your own roof to repair. Okay.
That's true.
All right. So you wanna try to find your way to the roof?
Yes.
Okay. Make an investigation check. Nice.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
find roof.
Yeah, DC 10 is fine. So yeah, there's a couple of turns and stuff, and then you find a door that's been propped open, and you yank it open. There's some stairs, and you come out, and you finish your turn having emerged on the roof.
Oh, that's sweet.
Cool. Okay. Macaria, you've
Okay.
just slain the beast. What are you gonna do?
So I have a question.
Yeah. Word.
We're probably not going to get to level 5. Maybe.
You speak for yourself.
It depends
You
how
mainly
quick
it's the commoner.
chapter 4 is.
That's true. I think that like Macaria is shitty and weird enough that she's gonna drag this girl's body back into the building,
Oh, okay.
and she's going to. I don't think we have time to do it as a ritual, but she's willing to waste spells on this bullshit. She's gonna cast Gentle Repose so that she can practice.
Okay, the
raising
target is
dead
protected
off
from
of
decay
her.
and can't become undead for the duration of the spell. So 10 days.
Yeah, I'm just keeping her body fresh so I can
Oh my god.
do weird shit to it.
Liquefied her brain, and then you're like, I'm gonna need this cadaver. Okay.
Oh my
All right.
god.
She's been gently reposed. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Do we hit level 5 in 10 days so I can raise her as
I
something?
think I imagine that as
that's
the plan.
Like
Right.
fictionally, it's that she like Macaria has been like that weird kid that is like, oh look, there's a dead dog in this alley. I'm just gonna play necromancy on
I'm
it.
just gonna poke it with a stick.
And so like this is her like, hey look, there's a corpse.
Hey,
and
Floon, want to see a dead body?
yeah. So she's basically just gonna practice necromantic
You're such
bullshit
a
on it. And
creep.
if we get to level 5, then definitely animate dead after the 10 days.
Amazing. Okay.
All right.
Great.
Well, I'm going to continue to do things that make any sense and go over here
Mhm.
and listen at this door, Adam, for anything that might be alive.
Loud cooing and warbling. The sounds of like a.
Is it like identifiable cooing
It's
and warbling?
definitely a bunch of pigeons. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna. Can I open the door?
Yeah.
Just, like, open the
Yeah.
door?
If you are you gonna open it like throw it open, or are you just like gently open?
I'm just gonna like look in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this room, continuing with the like Blade Runner analogies, this room is just like covered in poop.
Great.
There's a big hole in the wall, and it is a roost for a lot of pigeons, like a lot. Let me see if there's anything else you need to know about this room. Large sections of the roof have caved in, leaving holes through which birds and precipitation can enter. The floors are littered with broken shingles, bird droppings, wrecked furnishing, and other detritus. And scores of pigeons roost in the moldy rafters. Detritus used to be such a nice city, and now it's
I
just
could.
it's really
I'm
gone to
wondering
shit.
if it's worth it to interrogate the pigeons.
That's why it's called that, right? It's detritus.
Because I could ask the pigeons.
I mean, they could be like the pigeons that send messages, right? The trained pigeons.
I
In
don't
which
think
case,
the guys roosting here are the trained pigeons.
I have no idea. I'm just saying that's the only thing I can think of why they would be worthy of talking to.
My only thought is that they might know where the devils are going.
Detritus become garbage. Good one, vampire. Nice.
Woo! All right, Adam. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals, and then I'm gonna ask these pigeons, what up?
Okay. All right. So you you've moved, you cast the spell. So next turn you can interrogate the pigeons.
Yes.
Okay. All right. The spined devils, seeing that they have this hyperspeed cat in their on their tail, they see you getting close, and they, all three of them, like in formation, kind of do like a sideways roll and drop into an alley. So they disappear, or not disappear, but you see them like drop into this alley. That's what they're gonna do with their turn. Jewel.
Hyper speed cat is right.
Yeah, right. Jewel.
Except for all the slipping.
Yeah. Well, Jewel, you are prone. You're lying in a puddle of roof water. What would you like to do with your turn?
I see them go into the alleyway.
Fall to slide into the alley.
Yeah, you see them basically. They move away and they dip into an alley.
I think it's probably stand up and then move the 15 feet and then bonus action dash for another 30 feet.
Yep.
And then that puts me how close to them?
If they moved 80, they are 110 feet away from you. If you take the dash action, let me pull up my rules here. I think now, because this is your last, you're done with your free dash actions, right? No, you have one more. You have one more free one.
Mm-hmm.
So you move for 30. You get up for 15, right? Then you move another 15, which puts you at 95. Yep. Then you take the dash action, which brings you another 30 feet. That brings you 65 feet away. And then you can do one more dash, but if you do, you got to make a DC 10 Constitution check at the end of your turn. And that'll bring you, that'll be like you move 30 and drop into the alley they dropped into. And then you can see them at 35 feet away.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to do that. I have a short bow, but that would take me my full action to draw it, correct?
You can draw it while you're running. You just don't have eyes on them right now.
Okay. I think her goal is probably to take one of them down and try and drag one of them back.
There'll also be one more potential complication this turn too. So you'll have to potentially.
No. We're not rolling well on the complication.
So you're drawing your bow as you're running?
Yeah, I think drawing bow is running, and then I still need to roll for the dash action to close the distance.
If you can now, the choice is, do you stop here 65 feet away, or do you dash again and drop down into the alley, or like get within, I'll give you visual range whether you're up on the roof or down in the alley, it's up to you, but one more dash would get you in sight range of them again.
Let's do that.
Okay. Yes. All right, so at the end of your turn, DC 10 con save first.
Let's big money con save.
Okay,
let's do it.
Nice. So you do not take a level of exhaustion.
Oh good.
Yeah. And then you drop into the alley and you look down the alley. But let's see, as you're running, there's a complication. So roll a d20 for that. So this may this will be on your last dash action. 9. Okay. Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh god damn it.
This is so good. This is a great one. So this may like invalidate. It's like halfway through. Okay, you're good.
20.
So here's what we see. You jump from one roof to another and you land, and you land next to a window, and maybe you like grab the window when you land to keep your balance. But your foot lands, and we see a close up of your little paw, and it hits a glyph that's been etched into the windowsill. It lights up briefly, it flashes, and you feel like a frisson, like a shiver pass over you, but the spell doesn't affect you.
Fur stands on the back.
Yeah, totally. You just barely escape the effects. Somebody put like a magic like burglar alarm or something here, and now you see. And I'll give you the description, and then we'll take our break here. So here's what Jewel sees. So Jewel, when you get to the edge of the rooftop, you look down into an alley, and at the end of the alley, so you're about 40 feet, give or take, 35 feet away from the devils who have just dropped down, and they're like flying like X-wings down this alleyway. At the end of the alley, you see an enormous black coach, like a wagon, a hire coach. There are 2 black draft horses, and there is a man with a feathered cap and a chauffeur's outfit sitting, holding the reins. These horses. That's another 30 feet away from the devils. He looks up as the devils fall into the alley. You see them, you see him, and they seem to be heading towards this alleyway. So that's where we will take our break, and we will see what happens next, and what creepy thing Macaria does with the body